Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, and welcome to Unturned 3.10.6. Today's update, I would say, is minor, but it's kind of minor in that it doesn't add very much, but it does have a pretty major performance fix that's going to make it run a lot better for pretty much everybody. I mean, as many of you guys know, yesterday's update was focused on both optimization and making the game look a lot better. We have smoother shadows, ambient occlusion on more items like these grass petals, and on items, the bloom makes the sun a lot brighter, makes colors pop a lot more, and essentially just makes the whole game look a lot better. But there were a few issues in that caused performance to drop on several computers. I know a lot of you guys have commented that the update, which was supposed to boost performance, actually made your guys' performance worse. Nelson sourced the issue, fixed it, and in today's update, the improvements were a lot better than what I expected them to be. So in the previous update, being over here on Stratford and setting everything on Ultra 1920 by 1080p, if I go into settings, you can see everything's on Ultra, everything except for motion blurred, because I just don't really like them in video games. I was getting around 40 to 50 FPS. And now you can see that I'm getting around 70. That's a pretty big gain. And even running quickly, it drops down maybe to 60. It dropped down to 60 there, jumped back up to 80. Yeah, I mean, the performance is a lot better. And where it really shines is that in the previous update, when I set everything on the lowest settings, I would expect the FPS to go a lot higher, especially for how simple the game turns out to be. So if you set everything off, as you can see, the game is very, very, very simple. Before, I was getting around 130 to 140 FPS, and now I'm getting around 200. And this is by Stratford, by the way. If I'm over by like Confederation Bridge, we're getting around 300 and... it went up to 300. Wait, let me head on over to the beach. Yeah, we're getting around 280 to 300s. Oh, it's getting even higher. 330s, 350s. Yeah, if you look out here to the ocean where there isn't much to be rendered, definitely, it improves a lot. So anyway, those of you who are experiencing issues where your game dropped in performance, even on the lowest settings, I know some people were reporting frames per second counts in even the single digits. I mean, that's pretty bad. Even on the lowest or off settings, that should be fixed. That was pretty much one of the major things in today's update. The other major thing was that some new things have been added to Scorpion 7 to make it more worthwhile to head on over there. I'm going to set my graphics back up on Ultra and head on over there to show you guys what was changed. So there's Kensington Campground over there. Definitely, I think these new graphical changes make the forest scenes a lot cooler. You can definitely see each individual piece of grass with the ambient occlusion on them. The bases of the trees, the leaves. But anyway, over here at Scorpion 7, you can see that some military stuff has been added. So over here you can find military gear. It looks like there are some wrecked, destroyed Humvees and APCs, but another wrecked Humvee. Essentially, there now spawns military gear here. And that's very good because this bottom right corner area of the map has been pretty dead in servers. Nobody's really been here despite there being the possibility of a Shadow Stalker spawning here. There still really wasn't that many people heading on over here, and this should help entice people to head on over here and make it more of an action zone. So immediately I found some military clothes, a grenade, a military suppressor, so there are some pretty sweet item spawns that can happen over here, and some mega zombies to guard the place. Supposedly, the story behind this is that the military attempted to stop the zombie infection from expanding beyond Scorpion 7. It obviously failed. As you can see, all the vehicles are destroyed, the fences are busted open, and most importantly, the zombies are outside Scorpion 7. But the military did make an attempt to stop the zombie apocalypse from spreading, and this is the aftermath of it. Those are pretty much the two major things added in Unturned 3.10.6. In terms of some minor things, before, if you had your graphics settings for your scope resolution on off, it removed the overlay on scopes completely. But now an overlay of some sort has been added in order to make it not overpowered. It still like zooms in the same amount, it's still got that same generic crosshair, but it really just has a black circle around it, and the reason why is because that can kind of be unfair because people can purposefully set their scope quality on offs, and that way they're able to see more when they're sniping. Also, in terms of overlays, binoculars now have an overlay on them. Before, they just zoomed in, there was nothing special to them. Now it has the signature binocular outline around the screen, but pretty cool. Those are the binoculars. He also supposedly improved third-person gun performance. I guess I can try and kill some zombies with my Maple Strike in third person. I'm not sure if it's performance, meaning it's more user-friendly now, or if it's just graphics performance, but it seems alright. It seems pretty much the same as usual. But anyway, that should pretty much cover all of the changes in today's update. There were a few minor fixes, but if you guys would like to check that out, I will put the full update post in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish because me like Big Boom is out.